Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to do my best to replicate a lot of pistol armor, 3A level rated armor out there. And I'm going to be using some aramid fabric, both K29 is a type of Kevlar. That's this one over here. And also just commercially available 5-ounce Kevlar fabric. We're going to go ahead and use the ultra high molecular weight polyethylene also. This one we're just going to fold up and do like we did. You've seen that video. And I was going to do the woven roving, which you've seen before, but I figured that one is proven. I'm going to be using that in some rifle rated armor coming up. So some people have asked for S-glass. It's a type of fiberglass. This is E-glass. This is S-glass. This is supposedly stronger than E-glass, and it is stronger. The problem is that this is an 18-ounce, very thick fiberglass, and the thickest, biggest fiberglass I could find in a Type S is only 5-ounce, and you can see it's quite a bit thinner. So we'll try to account for that by adding more layers and see where we go from there. But we have already seen that the woven roving fiberglass can handle quite a few hits. This one has been hit with just about everything, even a pistol which went through, even a rifle that was 7.62 by 39. But every pistol from 44, 5.7, 9mm, Civil Liberty, you know, a very lightweight 50 grain traveling at 1800 2000 feet per second. Nothing really went through on pistol rated until we got to the rifle. So we know that this is working, and because of that we do have some stuff coming up where we're going to be doing some rifle rated plates with the woven roving as a backer. This one's pretty much done. We just need to get the cover on it. Won't explain too much about that one till we do that video. But this video, it's basically going to be taking a lot of the different materials. So we'll use polyethylene, just folded, okay? And then I'm going to press it and heat it, and that ends up making it rigid. And then with the K29, with the Kevlar, we're going to go ahead and just fold this, glue it together. I already have one of those, and shoot it. And then we're going to go ahead and add resin to this one and make it rigid, and go ahead and shoot that one. The S-glass. The S-glass we're not going to do soft. Most fiberglass needs a resin binder to give it its strength. So the S-glass, we're just going to go ahead, probably do 50, 60 layers, somewhere around there. I'm not exactly sure. We'll take it out there as a rigid plate, see if we can get it to level 3A. To be honest, level 3A in this thin material would probably need 75 to 100 layers. I don't have enough of that to do it, but we'll take it out there and see. And the reason I want to use all these fabrics is I want to keep them lightweight. The heaviest of these plates was the woven roving, which came in at 1.5 pounds, not very thick either. I want to keep them all thin. Don't want to use any metal. The lightest metal I could come up with was aluminum, and it was still about 3 pounds. So until we get to rifle rated stuff, we'll stay away from metal. We're going to stick with fabrics. And a lot of people want me to do another one of this is the geotextile. This is the landscape fabric that I had used before. It's a very heavy. This is also around 15 ounce in weight, but we'll do that another time. So let's stick to the fabrics that we have here, and I'll show you some of the differences between the S-glass, the polyethylene right here. This is the K29 Kevlar versus just some standard Kevlar you'd find online probably. there are differences between these fabrics. Even between the Kevlars, there's differences. And that's something I want to show later on, that just because it says it's Kevlar does not mean it has the same strength. So we're going to go ahead and put these together as best we can. I had to go ahead and sew part of the K29 Kevlar because it's a pretty, as you can see right there, it's pretty thick as opposed to the other one. And also the polyethylene. Nothing wanted to really stick to polyethylene. It's a slippery thing, but let's go out to the range and we'll go from there. Okay, welcome back. We got another windy day at the range here and the ultimate 3A homemade body armor test. We're gonna go ahead and start out with some UHMWPE ultra high molecular weight polyethylene. This is just folded. You saw this in a previous video. If you haven't, check it out. And we have it pressed. A little bit of resin, pressing 12 tons, gives you a hard plate. We got that. And then we have Kevlar. We have soft Kevlar. This is Kevlar. This is considered K29, just folded, nothing too fancy, put together. And then we have some regular Kevlar, more of a woven Kevlar, something you would see at a boat shop. So this is meant to have resin on it. This is resin pressed. Started cutting it and thought, for testing, why not we just keep it the same way? So got the full plate here. Then we have another fiberglass. I have been asked about some S glass. This is S fiberglass. All of these are underneath under a ½ inch. This is resin pressed. We'll see how this does. Alrighty, let's put them up and see how we do. Okay, starting out with the Glock 19 9mm 124 full metal jacket. Let me clear. Let's go check it out. Okay, so you can see we hit it right there, and it is right on the front. But as you can see, it puts quite a bit of deformation on there. Okay, I think we'll try something a little different and hit it with the 5.7 by 28 and see if that can go through. Okay, so next up we'll be shooting the 5.7 Palmetto State Armory Rock, and we'll be shooting some Fiocchi 40 grain, and this is what those look like. Little black tip 40 grainer. Small speedy little round, and let's see if the speed gets through that polyethylene. Okay, we'll try to shoot right underneath the 9mm. Okay, clear. All right, so we hit the 5.7. Looks like right there. It did not go through and did not put too much of a hurting on there. Of course, this is just folded up stuff. What I didn't show before is the 9mm. Didn't even go halfway through. Although it looks like the 5.7 may have. Let's see. The 5.7, no, it's pretty much stopped right there. Alrighty, I guess we'll hit it one more time with 44 and see what it does. See what kind of deformation we get. Alright. Okay, so next up we got a 44 Magnum shooting a 240 grain full metal jacket. And this might be a little over spec, but we're shooting a little bit shorter barrel, so it's probably under velocity. But let's go ahead and see if this polyethylene can handle the 44. Okay, clear.
Oh. Okay, walking up to this, I can tell you it stopped it, but that is 2.5 inches into the plate. Didn't bring my caliper, but I do have tape measure, and if I'm being fair, it is about right there, so we're gonna say it's about 2.25 inches in. Yeah, 2.25 inches in, and I hit it right here, and oh, and there it goes. There is the 44 Full Metal Jacket. Still a little warm. Alrighty, we'll smooth out this plate, and then we're gonna put the hard polyethylene and show you the difference that pressing this stuff makes. Okay, so now we have the hard plate polyethylene. We'll check the deformation, see what difference we get. This is just a 9mm 124 grain, so let's see. Full Metal Jacket, let's see what we get. Okay, clear. Okay, so we hit that right there, and I could see it right in front, and there it is. Less deformation, but I think it's still there. So we're gonna try a little bit of speed with the 5.7 and the 44. Let's keep on going. We're gonna check to see if the 5.7 40 grain, this Fiocchi, it's a tipped hollow point. Let's see if this thing can get through there. Okay, clear. Here we go. So here's the 5.7 round. And yep, caught it. A little less deformation. Not too bad. So next up, we're gonna hit this with the 44, and we will see if it does the same amount of damage that it did to the soft plate. Now we got the 44 mag shooting the 240 grain Full Metal Jacket. That was a little low. One more try. Let's try to hit this more in the center. Oh, of course, I hit the top. Let's go take a look. Well, looks like we hit it on the very, very edge. And somehow, we still caught it. It is right there. Still smoking hot, ouch. Caught in those fibers, but there it is. Went in right there. So we're about 2 inches in, 2 inches there, so pretty good. But that is a bit of deformation. Again, it's about 2 inches, maybe a little less. It stopped it. It did stop it. So, and looking at it now, I hit the other one right here. That's the 44 that I thought I missed, and that's it right there. So that one's 2.5 inches up, caught in the plate. All right, well, let's move on to the Kevlar. Alrighty, so now we got the Kevlar up there, 9mm again, 124 Full Metal Jacket. Let's see how this one does. Clear. Well, that sucker hit right there. And I'm gonna have to say that it didn't go through. It is, to get some of this adhesive off, but not very much back face deformation. Not too bad. All right, well, I've heard Kevlar has a little bit of problems with the 5.7, so we're gonna go ahead and shoot it with the 5.7 now and see what happens. Clear. Well, that's where the little speedy 5.7 went in. Definitely went in further than that, but it did not go through. Yep, I can feel it. It's warm in there. And this thing is holding up really well. Not too bad deformation. All right, on to 44. Clear. Okay, so we shot it off the clay, but it stopped it. Oh man, it stopped it. It's 2.5 inches in. That's you might not walk away from that one, but they won't be picking things out of you, I guess. So, all right, onto the hard plate. Let's see what the hard plate does. So this is where the 9mm hit, and no pass through, not very much deformation. Okay, onto the 5.7. Just right to it, clear. Okay, so here's the 5.7, here's the 9mm. 5.7, look at that. That one went through. Very interesting. All right, let's hit it with the 44, see what that does. Let's see if that Kevlar could stop this big fat bullet here. Woo! I think I saw dirt behind it. So walking up, I could tell you right now, it looks like it went through. And the soft one of Kevlar, it tend to absorb that energy, and I'm thinking with the resin, it's not letting it do that, and it just passes straight through. Very interesting. Okay, on to the alternatives. This is S-type fiberglass. Don't know much about this, so we're gonna see if this works as good as the woven that we tested in the previous video. So we're gonna start out with 9mm, 124, full metal jacket. Clear. So there's the 9mm. Let's see. Whoa, stopped it. Nearly no deformation. Okay, all right, let's shoot the 5.7 at it, see if speed goes through. Clear. Nine millimeter, here's the 5.7. I see bits of it there, but did it go through? It did not. Oh crap, did not go through. And we have almost no deformation. Okay, let's try it. Okay, that one was a little off. try one more shot. Okay. I went ahead and hit this twice because I felt this was a little too close to the edge. Holy crap. But somehow it looks like this, oh, it must have skirted out. So we hit here, it skirted out, and it's lying right there. Whereas this one hit pretty center and went through. It's not quite 3A, pretty close. 2A.
So in conclusion, what did we learn? Well, first, a big one is not all fabrics, even if they are labeled Kevlar, are the same. Same goes with fiberglass, even polyethylene. This, surprisingly, this is ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, and so is this. This is more what you would find on a cutting board. This is a fabric. So, got to be careful with what you use, and we're learning here. I'm learning what works. I know what works well now, and now we're going to move forward onto rifle rated plates. But first up, what we have some bulletproof glass. I have sent some bulletproof glass off to another creator. He's going to go ahead and give it the gauntlet. After we see what it can handle, I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made them. Surprisingly, this bulletproof glass didn't cost that much. I found a source for the glass and some of the components of layering that go together, and I'll do a how I made it type of thing. But and then after that, what we'll do is we'll do the rifle rated plates. I have 3 different type of strike faces that I want to use, and like I said, we're going to be backing that with some woven roving, and we'll see how that goes. So thanks for staying with me, guys. Like, subscribe, and I got more content coming your way. Till then.